So I'm going to say it. Dating in 2025 sucks. In all honesty, dating in 2025 feels more like a marketplace to find love than it actually is. It's like, and the best example I give of that is when someone writes to you on Facebook Marketplace, "Is this available?" "Yes, it is." And they start asking you all these questions and then they just ghost. Yeah, pretty similar, comparable experience, if I'm being honest. And woo, it gets, I'm sure many will agree that it gets worse as we get older. The dating pool gets slimmer and we get older. We're not young anymore, and woo, it's not easy. This is a subject actually I've been wanting to talk about for some time, and how ultimately dating today, especially with the way the world is feeling more transactional than it does an emotional investment. Apps like Tinder, Bumble, Hinge. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting one. I don't know. Facebook dating even. No, Facebook dating is free. But a lot of these apps have just gamified dating. And it's just created this swiping culture, which fosters quantity over quality, where you're just constantly looking for perfection. Constantly. Many people treat their profiles like resumes and filtering people based on curated images and search results. And like, I get it that you're wanting to find this perfect person, but I got news for you. There is no perfect person. We're human. We're not perfect. We have so many faults, and we're going to continue to have faults. And what do you think people did prior to dating apps 40, 50 years ago? Marriages weren't easy. People fought, couples fought. We didn't always get along, but ultimately we found a way to make it work. I'm talking like I've been through that, but humans, when I mean we. And, there was an interesting tidbit that I found. Essentially, I'm going to read it here, but a 2023 study from the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that dating app users often reported lower relationship satisfaction compared to those who met organically. Yeah, I know, and I completely agree. I think organic interactions are much better than online interactions. And I know you're probably sitting there, well, I've tried before, and meeting someone organically isn't easy. I agree, it isn't easy. Trust me, I've shot my shot before and I've been rejected every single time. I'm not even kidding you. I have made the attempt to talk to people organically and have asked people out organically, and it's like, okay, you're not interested, but we're also leaning into a world now where it's like, oh my God, people don't know how to have social interactions anymore, or because we're so intertwined in this new dating age where it's like, if someone asks you out, you're like, no, I can't do this. I need it to be on my own terms. And I think ultimately with the dating apps, choice is overloaded and is destroying genuine connection. And that apps are giving us the illusion of endless options. And look, trust me, I found myself even doing it. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it and say that I did not see myself doing it. I did, where, we're just like, oh yeah, this person's interesting. You're talking for a little bit, and then you match with someone else, and you start talking to that person, and then the other person's like, the conversation with someone else starts to dwindle, and now you move on to the next person and the next person and the next person, and it doesn't end. And I love Hinge. What is Hinge's tagline? The app that's meant to be deleted? No, it's not, because if it was meant to be deleted, it wouldn't be making the money that it's making, and trust me, they make bank. Okay. And not only that, to the point that I was saying before, all of that to say is that it also is like, it makes people least likely to actually commit to one another as well, when they're constantly feeling like there's someone better out there. So according to psychologist Barry Schwartz, Too many choices lead to decision fatigue and regret. And oh, that goes back to my last 2 videos about social media and how myself, I have suffered with too many decisions and feeling burnt out. I cannot for the life of me make a decision. I feel like no matter what I do, I can't get ahead because social media is telling me that I'm not, and I should be doing this and this and that. No. Which is why I deleted social media. And this is why I deleted dating apps, because I realized that it's not doing me any favors. Anyway, so Barry Schwartz said, too many choices leads to decision fatigue and regret, making it hard to appreciate one person. Let that sink in for a while. It is hard to appreciate just one single. We can't even focus on one person. That's like trying to watch a movie, a TV show, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all at the same time. You just can't. How can you simply focus on one thing when you have all that going on? You just can't. Our brains are not designed that way. People keep swiping, thinking someone better might come along. And it's just sad that we've become so hardwired now to think that that's socially acceptable. Like, I think I don't know. I think you can actually genuinely be having a good connection with someone and seeing where it goes. You meet up, you go on a date or two, and then you don't feel it. Fine. But I don't know. I've always been of the more so as I started dating with intention, because when I first got on the dating apps, I've been single for 4 years now. I wasn't sure what it is that I wanted, where I was going, but as I started dating with intention, I'm the type of person that, I would delete the app, not delete the account, just delete the app off my phone or suspend the account, because that way I could focus my energy and time on that one person. And I found myself at times where I would do that, and then the conversation would just die out, and be okay, now I got to go back. And some people have argued, you're like, well, I got to have a backup in case that one doesn't work out, because now I got to start over. How can you build something genuine if you're constantly having an exit plan? I remember last year I matched with someone. We were having a great conversation, and she says to me, we're talking for a week and a half, and she says to me the day before we're supposed to meet, she says to me, I want to be honest with you about something. I said, absolutely, please. That's all I ask for. She says to me, I've been seeing someone. And I'm like, okay, in what capacity? Recently, or is this a thing? What are you done? She's like, no, we're still seeing each other. And I'm like, okay. I said, if you don't mind me asking a couple of questions now. She's like, yeah, sure. I said, okay, well, 1, how long has this been going on for? 2, are you still seeing each other? And why are you on dating apps if you're seeing someone? And she says to me she's been seeing the guy for 3 months, and he's a nice guy, but she doesn't feel it with him, and that she's looking for that stronger connection. So I'm like, let me get this straight. And I told her right away, I was like, you want me to go on a date with you knowing that I'm going to be option B? If I had not known that, I wouldn't have been the wiser, and I would have, kept living my life. We would have went on the date, and that's it. That's all. So yes, in a way, I'm grateful that she told me, but I was like, well, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in being a plan B. And first off, you shouldn't be dating someone if you don't even like them. That's just wild. Hey, I dodged a bullet, but not everyone has that ability to dodge a bullet. But that to me was just really? Seriously? Ay. No. I don't know. I bottom line here for what I was talking about, I just people don't invest because they think there's always a next best thing. Ultimately. I think that we're also living in a world of everyone is very superficial. People are looking at looks, job title, location. Trust me, I've been asked after 20 minutes if I have hair. I have photos without my hat on, but the majority I do. I'm not being deceiving, or deceptive rather. But if that is something that you have to ask, then, I don't know. Like I've had people within a few minutes, what do you do for work? How much money do you make? Like, how is that getting to know me for who I am? And often the deciding factor is all those things: looks, money, location, and whatnot. And we're living in a very transactional world today. There's no sugarcoating it. I feel like a lot of things, like meaningful traits such as emotional intelligence, vulnerability, and humor, don't come across in in photos, right? And people don't actually take the time to get to know that side of a human being, which is why. And I when I had dating apps, I advocated for voice notes, and I always made it clear that I'm a voice note person because I really want to get to know you, and I'm someone that dates with intention, and I feel like consistency is huge. And I think that there's a lot of unrealistic expectations when it comes to dating apps as well. And a lot of people are set up for disappointment with dating apps. And I think it was 2022, another tidbit here. 2022 Pew Research study found 71% of users believe people lie on their dating profiles. Beyond me. And I've heard some women tell me that guys have lied about their height. I'm like, what? Like, dude, they're gonna see you in person. Like, what are you doing? Why? Like, I don't know. Yeah. At the end of the day, I feel like we're just, again, kind of like social media. We're selling a highlight reel of ourselves instead of an actual person. And, we're trying to sell our best versions of ourselves. Like, we're marketing the new iPhone and all shiny, brand new, and not flawed or damaged. And it's like, yeah, I bet if Apple did that, saying, well, hey, don't buy this iPhone this year, the next one's coming out next year, why buy this one? This one's already junk. We already know that the iPhone 17 and 18 and 19 are going to come out. This is a piece of junk. This is old, damaged goods. Yeah, no one would be buying the iPhones at that point. At least I don't think so anyway. I could be wrong. But I would say, most importantly with dating apps, another reason why I got off of them and why I find dating is very hard in 2025 is ghosting and burnout are at an all-time high. I think it's much more easier for someone just to unmatch if they're not feeling it without giving the common courtesy to just say, hey, you know what? I'm not feeling it. And moving on. And I feel like people are emotionally exhausted from that. And from repetitive small talk too, and conversations just not going anywhere. I've experienced that. I remember giving so much time and energy into someone, then poof, gone, just like that. And you're just like, what was the point? Like, why did I share all this information with someone when it like? And that's why now I feel like more people are guarded today, more so than ever. But interestingly enough, a 2024 Psychology Today report showed that frequent dating app users report high anxiety, rejection sensitivity, and lowered self-esteem. Yes, and yes again. This is something. These three things are things that I felt on a consistent basis. And interestingly enough, I had my friend who's on multiple dating apps. And she's a good-looking person. She showed me a screenshot of how many likes she gets. Do I have it? Maybe I'll pop it up on screen. You'll see it on screen when I do this in post-edit. Let's see if I can find it. I have it. Well, no, do I not have it? I thought I had it. It's somewhere here. Yeah, here it is. Okay. She has 1,150 likes. That's insane. Okay. And she's a good looking gal. Me, at best, 1 or 2 a month. And I consider myself a pretty decent looking guy. Like, I'm not like, I'm not like Brad Pitt, but yeah. But that's how the dating apps are utilized. Essentially, it favors good-looking people, and it numbers them. It categorizes them. You are a number in a dating machine, and it will not push your profile to everyone. It just won't do it. And then you start thinking, well, am I not good looking enough? What's wrong with me? Why do I feel this way? Why isn't anyone liking me? I feel ugly. I feel disgusting. I feel pathetic. I feel worthless. Let me pay for the dating app to see who liked me. And then you look at who likes you and you're like, well, now I even feel shittier because now I just spent money and I don't feel any different. And it's just it's a constant cycle. But not only that, but ghosting reinforces, back to the ghosting, it reinforces feelings of worthlessness and abandonment, especially in sensitive individuals. But also, again, coming back to the point of comparing yourself or feeling like you're not worthy or worthy of love or affection. And ultimately, dating apps promote performance, not presence. People are more focused on curating a persona than being real. Like I said, it's all about the highlight reel, trying to present themselves as this great person, this perfect person. And again, we're human, we're not perfect. And for me, I was just like, I choose to just separate. And if I'd love to meet my person. And I've talked about this in multiple videos. Am I at where I want to be in my life? No, not at all. It's my reality. Do I long for human connection because I'm a human being and I have urges and I have a lot of love to give? Yes. Will I find it? I don't know. Am I meant for it? I don't know. I'm starting to feel like I'm not. But I'm starting to slowly accept what will be for me. And that's something that, especially if you're going through right now and you're having a hard time with dating apps, or you're lonely and you're struggling, what will be, what will come to you will come. I know, easier said than done, but trust me, I've been single for 4 years now. This is where I'm at. I gotta just keep moving forward. And that's what you need to do as well. So, at the end of the day, look, dating in 2025 doesn't even feel like dating anymore. It feels like branding. Everyone's just out there selling themselves, selling this perfect version of themselves, looking for this perfect match, which doesn't exist. And quite frankly, I'm over it. And hopefully my person will be out there when I least expect it. And hopefully that person will be out there for you when you least expect it. But get out there in the world, start doing things for you, and do not let dating apps determine your value, because they do not. There could be someone wonderful on there, but the algorithm is just not pushing them to you. And how is that fair? That does not determine your value or your worth, okay? So hopefully all of this, everything that I talked about, resonates with you, that you're just like, fuck yes. I'm not alone going through this, and this is exactly why I want to get off dating apps, or that's exactly why I got off dating apps. If this was helpful to you in any way, leave a comment down below. I want to hear your dating experience. Did you meet your partner off a dating app? Have you been successful with dating apps? Have you not been successful? As always, if you found this video helpful, consider liking, subscribing, so that way this video can get pushed out to you in the future, more videos rather, and that these videos can get pushed out to other people that are looking for content just like as you are. And I appreciate you all. Thanks for checking out this video, and I am very much looking forward to getting the next video to you all. So until then, take care, all the best, and I will see you all in the next one.